Our galaxy is home to some very peculiar planets with all different kinds of properties, so join me today as we look at 10 of the most bizarre and interesting planets in our galaxy. Number 10. PSR B16 20-26b. PSR B16 20-26b is located approximately 12,400 light-years from Earth. The planet's unofficial nickname is the Genesis planet. Not only was it the first circumbinary planet detected, this is a planet that orbits 2 stars, but it is also the oldest known planet, with an approximate age of 12.7 billion years. This is a planet that dates back to the early universe, when planets were just beginning to form. What is also interesting is that the 2 stars that the planet orbits are a pulsar and a white dwarf. We can be sure that this planet has seen some strange periods in the universe throughout its long existence. Number 9. 55 Cancri E. 55 Cancri E, otherwise known as the Diamond Planet, is an exoplanet in orbit of its sun-like host star. The mass of the planet is about 8.6 that of Earth's, and its diameter is twice that of Earth's, classifying the planet as the first super-Earth discovered around a main sequence star. It was also, as of February 2016, the first super-Earth to have its atmosphere analysed successfully. The Hubble Space Telescope detected hydrogen, helium, and some ideas that there may be hydrogen cyanide, due to the planet's pressure and maximum surface temperature of 2,400 degrees. It is believed that the super-Earth may be covered in diamonds. So, if we do travel the 40 light-years there, and don't get burnt to death in the process, then we may be very rich. Number 8. Gliese 436b. Gliese 436b, better known as the planet that defies the laws of physics, is a Neptune-sized exoplanet that orbits a red dwarf, and was the first hot Neptune discovered in 2007. The planet is located 30 light-years away from Earth in the constellation Leo. The exoplanet orbits its red dwarf star at a distance of 15 times closer than Mercury is to our Sun. The icy surfaces of this world are roasted at a temperature of 439 degrees Celsius, so how does ice still remain solid at 439 degrees above melting point? Well, this is because its gravity is incredibly strong and compresses the trace amounts of water vapor in the planet's atmosphere to solid ice. This prevents it from melting, no matter how hot it burns. Gravity is a strange and wondrous thing. Number 7. HAT-P-7b. HAT-P-7b is an exoplanet that is located in the Cygnus constellation and is approximately 1,000 light-years away from Earth. The planet orbits very close to its host star, which is an F-type main sequence star. The planet is larger and has more mass than Jupiter. On the night side of the planet, high precipitations of aluminium oxide is found in the atmosphere. Because of this, a person could say hypothetically that on the night side of this world, it rains rubies and sapphires. This world also suffers violent storms, so it is likely that the rubies and sapphires are all over the planet. So if we do indeed go to this planet as well, then we could also be very rich. But let's make sure we only bring back a certain amount so rubies and sapphires don't become worthless. Number 6. HD 189733b. HD 189733b is an exoplanet located around 62 light-years away from Earth. The planet is slightly larger than Jupiter. The planet gets its beautiful azure colour from the planet's strange atmosphere, which is mostly made up of silicate atoms and particles. The wind speeds on the planet can reach speeds as high as 5,400 miles per hour, which is actually around 2 kilometers per second, and is also 7 times faster than the speed of sound. Something even more frightening about this planet is that it rains glass sideways to accompany the unbearable winds. If this storm was to occur near the equator on Earth, it would travel around this planet in just 5 hours, so it's safe to say you may want to stay away from this world and be thankful that no storms like that exist here on planet Earth. Number 5. J1407b. J1407b is better known as Saturn on steroids, or Super Saturn. This is because of the world's massive system of circumplanetary rings. They are approximately 640 times larger than the rings of Saturn. J1407b is located 434 light-years from Earth in the constellation Centaurus. If this planet was switched with Saturn, its rings would dominate Earth's sky and would appear larger than a full moon. There is a large gap around halfway through its ring system that could possibly hold a Mars-sized exomoon. If there are any extraterrestrial beings living on that moon, they must have one hell of a view. Number 4. Kepler-438b. Kepler-438b is an exoplanet which is commonly known as the most Earth-like exoplanet in terms of radius and mass. Kepler-438b has an ESI, Earth Similarity Index, of 0.88. The planet was announced to be orbiting within the habitable zone of its host star, Kepler-438. This has given weight to the possibility that liquid water could exist on the surface of the planet. Could this be a likely candidate to hold alien life, or potentially be a world of interest for humanity in our future colonization of the galaxy? Number 3. WASP-12b. WASP-12b, more appropriately known as the Doomed Planet, is one of the darkest known exoplanets. The planet is a hot Jupiter world that orbits very close to its parent star. It takes just over a day to orbit its star, in contrast to our 365 days. The planet is being torn apart. Its star is slowly stripping away and devouring its atmosphere. Due to how close the planet orbits, it is tidally locked, meaning only one side faces the star at all times. The day side of the planet absorbs light, rather than reflecting it into space. The planet has a unique capability of trapping at least 94% of visible light. The planet's atmosphere is a scorching 8,300 degrees Celsius, so let's stay away from this world because it sounds like the definition of hell. Number 2. Gliese 581c. Gliese 581c is a planet best known as being one of the most probable planets for habitability. The world is located 20 light-years, or 120 trillion miles away from Earth, in the constellation Libra. Gliese 581c orbits its star at a distance of 6.8 million miles, only 7% of the 93 million distance between the Sun and Earth. The planet is also tidally locked. The side that faces its star experiences scorching temperatures which would kill you instantly. The far side would be experiencing the opposite, freezing temperatures that would turn you into a popsicle. Between these 2 points is a narrow strip that's conditions could support life. In 2008, a radio message was sent to Gliese 581c, which will reach the planet in 2029. So, just 20 light years from our planet, there could be life. Let's keep a close eye on this world as we go into the future. Number 1. Planet Earth. When we are looking for one of the most interesting planets in the galaxy, how could you not consider our homeworld of Earth? Not only does this planet harbour life, but also a technologically advanced society that can comprehend their environment enough to create a catalogue of exoplanets. For all we know, our planet could be very rare in the universe. It would all depend on what exact conditions were necessary for life to exist here. And do any other planets that we are looking for have these conditions as well? With our current knowledge, this is the only way that we could somewhat 100% know if life exists on a world. Earth is filled with lots of beautiful creatures and places, and has One hell of an interesting history. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. That has been 10 of the most bizarre and interesting exoplanets in our galaxy. There are lots of them out there, so we're definitely going to be doing more of these top 10 videos and top 5s and top 8s and just all different kind of videos on planets and different subjects. So if you want to stick by for some top 10 videos, even more of them, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell to stay up to date with the latest content on the channel. Make sure you have a wonderful day. Peace out, my friends.